There's a moment that happens right before you snap at someone, right before you fire back a comment, right before your face gives away exactly what they wanted to see. And whoever controls that moment controls you, not the other way around. Someone disrespects you in front of your friends and your whole body wants to react instantly. Your face gets hot, your mouth opens before your brain even catches up. And in that exact second you think you're defending yourself, but you're actually doing exactly what they wanted. Because the goal was never to hurt you. The goal was to see if they could move you. And you just proved they can. Most people think emotional control means feeling nothing, staying numb, becoming some kind of robot who doesn't care about anything. But that's completely wrong, and it's actually a dangerous misunderstanding. Because real emotional control isn't the absence of feeling, it's refusing to let someone else decide when and how you show it. Here's the part almost nobody explains properly. Every provocation is a question in disguise. When someone insults you, tests you, tries to embarrass you in a group chat or in front of people at school or work, they're really asking one thing: can I control your reaction right now? And the second you respond instantly without thinking, you've answered yes. And now they're not just talking to you, they're operating you like they just found a button that works every time they press it. Think about the last argument you had online, the one where someone said something designed purely to get a rise out of you, and you replied within seconds. Did that response actually protect you, or did it just show them precisely which words get under your skin so they can use them again later? That's the trap, and it's called predictability. And predictability is the single easiest thing for another person to exploit. Whether it's a friend testing your boundaries, a partner pushing during a fight, or a stranger trying to start something online, the moment they know exactly how you'll react, they've already won before you even open your mouth. But there's a deeper mechanic underneath this, something most people never notice. When you go calm instead of reactive, it doesn't just protect you, it actually destabilizes the other person, because your calm exposes their attempt for exactly what it is, an attempt, and nothing unsettles someone trying to provoke you faster than watching it simply not land. You've probably seen this yourself. Someone getting angrier and angrier while the other person just stays quiet and steady. And that's not the calm person being weak. That's the angry person losing the only tool they had. Because escalation needs two people participating. And the moment you stop playing your part, their whole strategy collapses in front of them in real time, with nothing they can do about it. If you've ever felt that shift, where staying calm made someone else more frustrated than if you'd yelled back, that's exactly the pattern we're talking about. And once you notice it once, you start seeing it everywhere. Quick pause here, because if this is landing differently than the usual, just don't let people get to you advice you've heard 100 times. That's because we're not talking about suppressing anything. We're talking about controlling the one variable most people never think to control. And if that's clicking for you, this is the kind of video worth sending to the one friend in your group who reacts to literally everything, because sometimes showing someone this idea does more for them than any argument ever could. Now here's where it gets less obvious. Silence after a provocation isn't just self-control, it's information. When you don't respond right away, the other person is left sitting in the uncertainty of not knowing what you're thinking, and most people find that uncertainty so uncomfortable that they end up talking more, explaining themselves, backing off, or accidentally revealing what they actually wanted from you in the first place. Their insecurity, their need for your reaction, sometimes even an apology they weren't planning on giving. The person who stays quiet almost always learns more than the person who keeps talking, because talking gives information away, and silence forces the other side to fill the gap. And this is where it gets dangerous for anyone who's mastered it, because the fourth principle is the one most people never learn. You don't have to respond in the moment at all. You can insert a pause, a real one, even just a few seconds, between being provoked and choosing what to do next. And that pause matters because it creates distance between the trigger and your response, giving you room to actually choose your reaction instead of automatically following the first impulse that shows up. That's not suppressing emotion, that's separating the feeling from the reflex, and that separation is where actual power lives, because the person who pauses is choosing, and the person who reacts instantly is just following a script someone else wrote for them without realizing it. Now think about every situation where this shows up in your life. A friend calling you out to embarrass you, a partner pushing your buttons mid-argument, someone online trying to bait you into a reply you'll regret. In every single one of those moments, the person who stays unreadable holds the actual leverage, not because they're louder or faster, but because nobody can use your own reaction against you if you never hand it over. This is also why the calmest person in a room usually ends up with more social power than the loudest one, not because calm is impressive on its own, but because it signals something specific. I am not anxious about what you think of me, and I don't need to prove anything to you in this exact second. That kind of presence is rare, and rare things get respected, especially by people who are used to everyone around them being easy to trigger. Here's the truth most people never act on, even after they understand it. You don't need to become emotionless. You need to become impossible to control, and those are two completely completely different things. The next time someone tries to provoke you, in an argument, in a group chat, in a relationship, anywhere, don't suppress what you feel and don't fake being unbothered. Just pause, observe what's actually happening, choose your response instead of defaulting to the first one, and then respond on your terms, not theirs. Pause, observe, choose, respond. That's the entire shift. And it sounds simple because it is, but almost nobody actually does it, which is exactly why the people who do stand out instantly. Once you feel what it's like to watch someone try to provoke you and completely fail, you won't want to go back to giving that power away for free ever again, because from that point on, you're not reacting to the world anymore. You're choosing how you move through it, and that difference is the entire game.